Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Will and I am here to give you some music educational tips. So last time we talked about 5 things that'll help you improve your singing within a week. This time we're going to talk about 5 things you can do to improve your piano playing. Again, you may see results as early as a few days just by doing these 5 things. If you are already doing these 5 things, you're probably not going to see much improvement because you already have the keys you need. So, when you're playing the piano, the first thing you need to do to make sure you are doing your absolute best and getting the best sound you can is to make sure you have good posture. That means that when you are sitting up, pretending like back here you have this bump. You see? That's the top of your vertebra. You want to pretend like there is a string holding you up to the ceiling, so you are sitting up nice and tall. Then you're going to have your hand relaxed, not flat, not a claw, relaxed. You will place it down on the piano with your wrist up off of the piano. Why am I emphasizing sitting up and getting your wrists off the piano? Well, 2 things. First of all, if you're hunched over, as soon as you hunch, I'm going to back up a little bit. Look at what happens. Your arm changes its orientation. So already you're going to have a harder time playing piano because you have your arm in the wrong angle. Next thing is if you're playing piano and your wrist is against the piano, look at how little motion you have. Now if I remove that, tons of motion. So the whole point is you need to be sitting up properly to make sure that you actually can reach all the notes you're trying to play. So that's number 1. Number 2, instead of playing a piece as soon as you sit down at the piano, take a few seconds to look it over. If you go through the piece of music inside your head first, looking at things like time signature, style, tempo, does it change time signatures? Things like that, you'll be less likely to make mistakes and you'll feel more confident playing the song, which means overall you'll have a much better sound. Number 3, the third thing you can do to improve your piano playing skills as quickly as even a week is by practicing the basics: scales, arpeggios, chord cadences. Now, the reason for this is really simple. Not only do you learn how to move up and down the piano and practice moving up and down the piano, making sure you stay in an actual key, you're also training your fingers. There's a specific fingering pattern for most of the scales. There's a specific fingering pattern for the arpeggios as well as the chords. So getting used to your fingers playing on the right key for these particular exercises will train your hands to be able to move up and down the piano better when you're playing an actual song. A lot of times what you're going to find is songs will give you a suggested fingering, but not always. And that suggested fingering may only occur for like this much. The song may be like huge, so you only have like 3 notes where they suggested the fingers. How do you know what fingers to put where? Well, that's where your scales and your arpeggios and your chords come in. You'll be practicing them so much that you'll naturally be able to figure out which finger goes where, so you're not running into any kind of problems where your hands crash into each other or you simply run out of fingers because you can't reach the next note. Number 4. The 4th thing I would do to be a better piano player is to look into a fingering drill or an etude. Etude just means study. And what we're talking about really is it's a drill that has repetitive fingering going up or down the piano. So one of the ones I use a lot for my students is we just go from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. And what that does is it's building up the strength in your hands. The reason you need to build the strength up in your hand is take a look at your hand. These are not the biggest muscles on your body. But when you're playing the piano, a lot of pieces have you playing loud, where you have to put some force into your fingers to get the loud sound, or playing at a rapid pace, which means those muscles need to be ready to go. They won't be ready to go if you don't work on them. So you definitely need these etudes. You need these fingering drills. Now, the very last thing you need to do, number 5, to improve your piano playing skills right away within a week, is to simply work on the hard parts. Now, I'm saying this because this should be common sense, but you'd be amazed as to how frequently this becomes something people leave behind. Yes, you will have things in piano that you play and you love playing and you enjoy playing, and you'll play them and play them and play them and play them until you can't play them anymore because you just love playing it. That does not improve your piano skills. What improves the piano skills is when you get to that part of the song that makes you cringe because it's difficult. The reason why you want to tackle this is that's where you're going to expand. That's where you're going to need to lean back on. Did I work on these scales? Did I work on the arpeggios? How does this work here? Where do my fingers go for here? This doesn't quite fit the rest of the song. Why doesn't it fit in my mind? So being able to analyze the hard part, being able to work through the hard part will make you a better piano player. Now again, if you're already doing these things, great job! You're probably on your way to becoming a really awesome piano player. If you haven't started doing these yet, these 5 simple tips will almost immediately improve your sound and your ability to play the piano. Alright guys, I hope you have a great week and I will see you next time. Bye!